welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about 6 essential soft skills you need to master as a graphic designer or as anybody, because this actually applies to everybody. But because this channel is about graphic designer, all of that stuff, I'm saying it's going to apply to you specifically. I mean, we always talk about the technicalities, there's not use AI, not use Photoshop, Figma. So, those technical skills will get you into the room. But what will keep you on that job, what will keep you in that room is your soft skills. And that's what we'll be tackling in this video. The number one soft skill on my list is flexibility and adaptability. In this kind of job that we do, this industry, everything is fast-paced. There are trends come and go. The way you used to do things is changing. I mean, with the evolution of AI in the design industry, things are like moving fast, like really, really fast. You as a designer must have the ability to adapt to like situation. You must adapt to like processes, technologies like AI, software. Like, don't be rigid. Don't be used to one particular way of doing this. Don't be used to a particular way of like a particular concept. Don't like get focused on just one tool. Like, don't, as a designer, generally, I'm more of the focus or more of the opinion that your tool shouldn't define you as a designer. So do not be rigid when it comes to tools, when it comes to processes, because even when dealing with like clients, like let's say you're a freelancer, you have to be flexible and able to adapt to their need. We all know that, we say yes, we give the clients, we agreed on a concept, blah, 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 when you can't go back again. It's not like that all the time. These clients come back, they say, I don't like this, I don't do this, They come back, they change their mind all the time. How do you handle that situation? Are you just rigid and like, I can't conform to what you have, what you are bringing for? We cannot meet in the middle because we have agreed on this. Like, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you relationship. You must know how to like, navigate things, be adaptable, find a way to like make, compromise on certain things, compromise on things that obviously they're not going to be like detrimental to your, your money, your peace of mind, all of that good stuff. But just have a bit of flexibility as a designer. Second skill on my list is effective communication. This skill is extremely, extremely important because as a designer, you can create like the bomb design that, strategy field aligned with the brand or with whatever project you're working on. But if you don't know how to effectively communicate your thought process, the strategy behind it, you've lost it. And the one thing about effective communication as a soft skill is not only related to being able to like sell your design or tell your process, your thought process behind the design. I'll divide it into 3 layers. The first layer of effective communication is before the project. The second one is during the project. And the third one is after the project. Those are like 3 layers of communication that you need to know how to navigate each phase successfully. So the first one is before the project starts. So this is when a brief comes on your lap, either like from your in-house team or just the client. There are processes you have to follow. You have to set your expectations around like timeline, the scope of delivery, what are you going to, the deliverables. You have to like spell it out and let be clear on what the person is asking for. There are some times whereby even as an in-house designer, you get some brief. Most people don't know how to send the brief. They just send you, we need this. But when you go through it, you can like, if you don't call them to like ask questions to try and like set things right, you'll find out that what they said they need is not actually what they need. So the onus is on you as a designer to get all your facts ready, get all the expectations set. What are the things that is expected of you? What do you need from them to make sure that their idea comes to life? It's on you to communicate effectively, ask questions, because not everybody knows how to interpret what they have in their head. It's you that will have to like bring it out for them. The second layer of effective communication is during the process. So now before the start of the process, you guys have a timeline and everything. If it's just like a simple flyer, I'll get it back in 2 days, fine, you can do it and just send it. But if it is a project that is more long term, as like you guys are working on it for like a month, weeks, is for you as a designer to how are we going to communicate? Do you want feedback like every week? Do you want me to check in with you every week, every 2 weeks? Don't just keep your stakeholder in the dark, like, okay, this project is going to take 1 month, and after 1 month I'll just come back to you with the design. Bam, this is it. Walk them through the process so that they'll feel like they are among the decision makers. Like, it's not only you design, it's the we thing. As a designer, if you have the mindset of we, let us do this together. We are working together to make this design. It's a we, not a I. If it's I, it's going to be tough. But when you make the design process a we, it feels like client or the stakeholder is involved in it, and you get a more desirable result than you just working in silos. And the final layer of effective communication is after the project. So after the project is done, send them the feedback ask them for their feedback. How was it working with you? Let them rate your process. It's just like you're planting a seed for future work. That you have ended this project doesn't mean that it has to end at that. Like, you want to have like an ongoing relationship. The third skill on my list is extremely important. It's like very important. It is the sales skills. This is the ability to sell your work. It is extremely important. This one matters a lot. Whether you're a freelancer, you're a studio owner, you're an employee, you must know how to sell your work. For designers, it comes down to just majorly two things, like for you to sell your work. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to like be salesy, but it's just two things you need to sell your work. The first thing is like your storytelling skill. Let's say storytelling. Your storytelling skills and your presentation skills, those are the two things you need to be able to sell your work. Clients don't just buy designs, they don't just buy logos, people don't just approve logos. Like, what we are doing is very like emotional. You have to be able to sell into the buying. Is it sell or buy? You have to be able to like shift the emotion of your stakeholder. You have to be able to shift the emotion of your client to buy into what you are trying to sell to them. You do a lot with feelings, because that's why you have like clients saying something, telling you, giving you feedback like, I don't know, something is not right about it. I can't feel it. Because everything we do is to them, like how we translate to them is terms of feelings. And that's basically what advertising is about, marketing is about. You have to buy into that person's feeling. Let them see the reason why they need this thing. Let them feel the reason why their life is not complete until they use this design. They are like, buy this product or use this product, use these services. Let them know what they are missing out. So like I said, it all boils down to like storytelling and presentation skills. So in design, every design decision you make like tells a story. Say for example, I'm designing a logo, and the logo is, I'm going to use two examples, a logo and a flyer, something simple. A logo is, we've worked through the strategy. I've, gotten my keywords to create this logo. The things I used to create this logo, let's say for example, is like maybe a church organization or something. I have like something like love, cross on any or stuff into it. Each element is going to have a story behind it. It's not just going to be just pictorial, something to just look good. I can say, okay, the love here signifies Jesus love the world and everything. This is something that your organization stands for. So the leaf on this thing signify growth. It's like you are going to tell the story in a way that buys into what they already stand for, what they already exist, or what they are looking to become. Things as little as your font. Why did you choose this font? Why did you choose this typeface? I chose this typeface because it is bold, it is out there, it is, it represents something. Everything has to represent something. Everything has to buy into something as a designer if you are selling your work. The colors you choose are not just for fancy sake. You chose color white because it is pure. Same thing with a flyer. Why did you use this kind of image in this flyer? Why is the model in your flyer angled this way? Why is it angled this way? Why did you use this kind of element on this flyer design? Why did you use this color? Why is your hierarchy like this? What do you want them to see first? You just have to explain that, okay, this is what I thought. Everything in design is just storytelling and presentation. And so where presentation comes in is you have to present in a way that, makes the client or the stakeholder say yes to your work. You have to take them from point A to point B. So if you are given a task, or you are given okay, come up with an idea, pitch your ideas. Let's say you're a company, you guys are asked to pitch your ideas. Don't just start from, okay, we all know what we are here to do. Let's start what we are here to do. I'll be half a lot TikToker. Everybody knows that this is what we are here to do. Start first with the problem. Like, design your slides the way that it takes them from, okay, this is the problem, this is the solution, this is my proposition, this is where we're going to, this is what I currently have. This, you can see that this is my idea. Sell your idea through mock-ups. You have to sound convincing. You have to be not like in a patronizing way, but you have to sound convincing, confident, and believe in the work. Because if you don't sound like you're believing in your work, how will the clients believe in your work? How will your stakeholder believe in your work? And the fourth skill on my list is emotional intelligence. This one is pretty much simple. This is just your ability to read and understand and also manage your emotions and other people's emotions. Okay, let me check. It's more like empathy. Let me check what Google says empathy is. Okay, so empathy is the capacity to understand and share the feelings of others by imagining yourself in their situation. So yeah, empathy. So how does this skill, how is it essential and how does it work? It is having empathy for your clients, empathy for the end users of your product, and managing your own emotions. Those are like 3 parts. So the 5th skill I have here is time management. Now, this one is very important because most of these things that I've been mentioning so far are things that could come up in interview. These are things that the interviewer would be assessing. These are like the soft skills they'll be assessing. And this is, especially this time management of a thing, is something that comes up regularly. They want to know how you juggle different products, different tasks. Because as a designer, let's be real, you're not designing just one thing. On a given day, if you're an in-house designer, you have like 4 things on your desk that you have to attend to. When it comes to time management, I try not to underestimate the amount of time it's going to take me. I try not to be like, making sure things are perfect, because I have 8 brands I'm working on. I don't need, like right now, it's as if it's speed over quality, but at the same time, speed and quality can work together. Well, I don't have that time to make it perfect to the T. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is good to go. Like when I say good to go, this is good to like do what we want it to do. That's all right. You don't have to be perfect. If you aim for perfectionism, your time management skill will be zilch. Don't overcommit. Don't underestimate project timeline. And even when you have underestimated the amount of time it's going to take to work on a project, let them know upfront. In one interview I had recently, yeah, I think it was last year, I was asked if I ever missed a deadline. And I'm like, flashback. I'm like, I've never missed a deadline. Like, as a graphic designer working in a corporate world, I have never missed a deadline. I'm like, honestly, I've never missed a deadline. But when it comes to like freelance clients, I have. But before it gets to that deadline, I let them know. And I like to like give ample time. Say like 1 week. Because as a designer, you can know, okay, this work is going to take me more time than usual. So let's say I told my client, I'm going to give you 5 days. By day 3 or 2, I'm already looking at the destiny of this project. I cannot be ready in 5 days. I'm going to reach out to the person and say, hey, I know I told you 5 days, but this is taking more than expected. Please, can you give me 3 more days, 5 more days, etc. As a designer in-house, if you keep on, missing, you're not delivering your poly unit on time, my dear, it won't take long before they cast you out of the company. The final skill on my list is negotiation. Now, I know that these skills don't get talked about a lot as a designer. And when I say negotiation, it is not just to negotiate the price, maybe you're negotiating your salary. No, you negotiate beyond salary. You negotiate beyond money. You negotiate timelines. You negotiate deliverables. You negotiate your rights. Like when I say rights, in terms of like jobs and work, can I post this as my own? Can I not post this? Like there's a lot of things you must know how to negotiate, because when dealing with people, you want to make sure that both of you, that's yourself, the designer, and the person on the other end, you achieve a win-win situation. So in negotiation, we have stuff that's like lose-lose, win-lose, and win-win situation. There's this book that I have. I currently don't have it anywhere beside me, and I don't understand if I can take it. It is called Getting to Yes by Roger Fisher. It is one of the top books when it comes to like negotiation and dispute management. As a designer, you must have to know how to create like a win-win situation. So when you have stakeholders come to you and say, okay, we want this thing in 1 week. And the thing is, this is the problem. Everybody's work is important to them. Nobody wants to know that, okay, they don't want their job to be put like less important. Though you have a scale of preference, to them, their own is very important. Their own is a life or death thing. If you don't design it right now, something's going to happen to their business, something's going to happen to their job, their own line manager will have a problem with them. So this is where you come in that, you have to manage timeline. Like, okay, you want this thing immediately. I'm sorry, I cannot give you this thing immediately. Let's negotiate. Okay, let's do it in 5 days. But no, it's too much. It's too, that back and forth. Make sure that you get to a sweet spot whereby it works for both of you. Know what you are willing to be flexible on. Know your boundaries. Know what you are willing to say no to. In that book, they said something about partner, like your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. So if, okay, I try to negotiate timeline, what's the alternative? What are you willing to do? So if someone, let's say now it's a client, wants to do something for you fast, they want you to get it to them fast, and you're trying to negotiate and they don't, it's left to you to say, no, I can't take on this project. Or if I want to take on this project, you have to pay me more. That's an alternative. So you just have to figure out that sweet spot that, while you're being flexible and, trying to adapt, you also know your boundaries and keep at it. So guys, that's it. We have listed the 6 important soft skills that you need to excel and shine bright like a diamond as a graphic designer. And the fun part is that you don't need to these things don't need any software. Like as soft skills, they are things that you practice, like you practice, you are aware of it. You can read books on it, if there are courses, short courses that you can take, even YouTube videos that you can check on how to negotiate better. Like, there are a lot of free resources that you can just read up to help brushing up your soft skills. I think there's also a book on emotional intelligence by Daniel Coleman. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's been a long time I read that book. So that's just it, guys. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you in my next video.